Money runs the world. But do you know who controls money? People in finance. Now here's the thing. Working in finance isn't just about numbers or being good at math. It's about developing certain skills that make people trust you, respect you, and rely on you with their most valuable asset, their money. Think about it. In the United States, families work their whole lives to save for retirement, to send their kids to college, or to finally buy that dream home. And at the center of it all, they're putting their trust into someone in finance, whether it's a financial analyst on Wall Street, a wealth manager in a small town, or an accountant working behind the scenes. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think, oh, if I just learn the formulas or memorize stock terms, I'll succeed. That's not true. What actually makes you successful in finance are 5 core skills. Skills that employers are looking for, clients are begging for, and the entire industry is built on. In this video, I'm going to break them down for you one by one. And make sure you stick with me until the end, because the last skill is the one almost everyone ignores. And it's the reason so many people fail before they even get started. Let's start with the first and maybe most obvious one. Analytical. Thinking. Working in finance means being a problem solver. It's not enough to see numbers on a spreadsheet. You need to understand them, interpret them, and then use them to make smart decisions. Picture this. A U.S. company is losing millions of dollars every quarter, and they don't know why. As an analyst, your job isn't just to stare at the numbers. Your job is to dig deeper. Is it because of rising costs, a weak product, competition entering the market? If you can identify the hidden problem, you've just saved jobs, saved money, and maybe even saved the company. And let's be honest, in finance, mistakes can cost people their life savings. Imagine an investment advisor overlooking one tiny risk factor, and suddenly their client's retirement is gone. That's why analytical thinking is so valuable, because people trust you to catch what others miss. How do you build this skill? Practice breaking down problems in your daily life. Don't just accept answers. Ask why. Learn to see patterns, connect dots, and never stop questioning. Because the truth is this. In finance, the ones who win are not just the ones who see numbers, but the ones who can explain what those numbers really mean. Now let's talk about something that shocks a lot of people: communication. Finance is full of big, complicated terms: risk-adjusted return, compound annual growth rate, net present value. But here's the thing: most clients don't care about that jargon. What they care about is, can you help me make money? Can you keep my family safe? Can you explain this in a way that I actually understand? Imagine this scenario. You've spent hours analyzing an investment strategy, and you know it's a good one. But when you present it to your client, you lose them after 2 minutes because you're speaking in technical terms they've never heard before. What happens? They walk away, not because your idea was wrong, but because your explanation didn't connect. In the U.S., trust is built on communication. Families want to feel understood, business owners want to feel confident, and investors want to feel like you've got their back. If you can't explain financial concepts in a simple, relatable way, you'll never earn their trust. Here's a tip. Practice explaining financial ideas to someone with zero background in finance. Could you explain what a stock is to a 10-year-old? Could you explain compound interest to your grandma? If they understand you, you're on the right track. Because the reality is this: finance isn't about showing how smart you are. It's about making other people feel smart for trusting you. Finance has changed more in the past 10 years than it did in the last 50. And the reason is simple: technology. Think about it. Trading isn't done in smoke-filled rooms anymore. It's done with algorithms, AI tools, and apps that allow everyday Americans to invest with just a swipe on their phone. If you want to work in finance today, you need to be comfortable with digital tools. Period. And no, I don't just mean basic Excel. Employers expect you to know more. They want analysts who can use advanced modeling software, employees who understand data visualization, and yes, professionals who can adapt to new technology like artificial intelligence. For example, Python has become one of the most in-demand skills in finance for creating models and analyzing big data. And even if you're not into coding, you need to at least understand how automation is reshaping the industry. Here's the truth. In the US, clients don't just want results, they want speed. They want apps that track their money instantly. They want insights that update in real time. And the only way you can deliver that is by staying ahead with technology. So start learning, watch tutorials, play with financial apps, learn how data works. Because in the future of finance, the people who thrive won't just be number crunchers. They'll be tech-driven problem solvers. This next one is where most people in finance completely fail. Emotional intelligence. Money is emotional. For a family, money represents security. For a business owner, it represents survival. For an investor, it represents legacy. That's why if you want to succeed in finance, you need to master not just numbers, but people. Think about this. You're meeting with a client in the US who's terrified they'll run out of money before retirement. On paper, you've got the numbers to prove they're fine. But if you can't calm their fears, if you can't connect with them emotionally, they won't believe you, and they'll take their money somewhere else. Emotional intelligence is about listening. It's about picking up on body language, understanding tone of voice, and knowing when to push and when to pause. It's about being human in an industry that's often seen as cold and robotic. The best finance professionals aren't the ones who brag about their IQ. They're the ones who make clients feel safe, heard, and respected. They turn fear into confidence and doubt into trust. So work on your empathy. Be patient with people. Practice listening more than you speak. Because in finance, people may forget the exact return you gave them, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Finally, let's talk about the skill that unlocks everything else: networking. In America, your career in finance will often come down to one thing: who you know. That doesn't mean you need to be fake or constantly hand out business cards. It means you need to build real relationships. Here's the truth. Every top professional has a story. Maybe it was a mentor who opened the door to their first job. Maybe it was a connection from college who later offered them an opportunity. Maybe it was a simple conversation at a networking event that led to a life-changing career move. If you're sitting there thinking, "I don't have connections," that's okay. You build them. Start small. Talk to professors. Join finance clubs. Connect with people on LinkedIn. Go to workshops, conferences, or even virtual events. And most importantly, follow up. Relationships are built over time, not overnight. The people you meet today may become your business partners, your clients, or even your employers tomorrow. That's how powerful networking is. So remember, you could be the smartest analyst in the room, but if no one knows your name, you'll always be invisible. But if you put yourself out there, build genuine connections, and treat every handshake as an opportunity, your career in finance will take off faster than you ever imagined. So there you have it, the 5 skills you must learn to succeed in finance: analytical thinking, communication, technology, emotional intelligence, networking. Notice something? Not one of them was being a math genius. And that's the point. Finance isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about solving problems, connecting with people, adapting to change, and building relationships that last a lifetime. And here's the most important takeaway. These skills aren't just for Wall Street. They're for Main Street, too. Whether you want to work in corporate finance, become a personal advisor, or even start your own investment firm, mastering these skills will put you ahead of the game. So ask yourself, which one are you already strong in, and which one do you need to start working on today? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to know where you're at in your finance journey. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who dreams of working in finance. Because here's the truth. Money doesn't just follow numbers, it follows skills. And if you build the right skills, your future in finance won't just be possible, it'll be unstoppable.